Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to another talk session with Sis and Maya, which is similar to.
Hey,
Hi there, Maya.
oh, good. Glad you could connect. What's on your mind tonight?
Our
Anything you're
next
working on or
our next topic is how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly.
Okay, cool. That's a useful one. What specifically about writing and clear communication are you hoping to dig into? Do you have
Why
a particular
is clear writing so important today?
honestly? Well, it's kind of wild how much it matters now. We're all just bombarded with information, right? Like endless streams of stuff competing for our attention. If your writing isn't clear, it just gets lost in the noise. People don't have the bandwidth to decode anything complicated. It's got to be instantly understandable, or it's scrolled past. What do you think? Does that resonate with what you've noticed?
Yes, yes. My next question: what does good writing actually mean?
Good question. It's not just about fancy vocab or perfect grammar, though those help. To me, good writing is about respecting the reader's time. It means getting to the point quickly, using language they understand, and organizing your thoughts logically. It's about making your ideas accessible, not showing off how smart you are. Does that make sense? What's your
Yes.
take on what constitutes good writing?
How can someone start improving their writing skills?
Okay, so where to start? I think the biggest thing is just writing consistently. Like, even if it's just a little bit every day. But beyond that, read a lot and pay attention to how writers you admire construct their sentences and arguments. Also, brutal self editing is your friend. Cut out anything that doesn't add value and get feedback. Fresh eyes catch things you miss. Does that feel like a reasonable starting point? Or are you looking for something more specific?
How can someone organize ideas before writing?
Ooh, that's key. Jumping in without a plan is usually a disaster. I've heard people swear by outlining like traditional Roman numeral outlines, but even just free writing, where you just dump all your thoughts onto the page, then circle the key ideas, can be helpful. Mind mapping is another good one, visually connecting ideas. Honestly, whatever works for your brain. The goal is just to get a sense of the logical flow before you start stringing sentences together. Do you have a preferred method for organizing thoughts already?
What role does structure play in clear communication?
Huge role, like seriously huge. Structure isn't just about making things look neat, it's about guiding your reader through your argument. Think of it like building a house. You need a solid foundation, a clear framework, and everything needs to be connected logically. Introduction, body paragraphs, conclusion. That's the classic structure for a reason. But even within those sections, things need to flow. Each paragraph should have a clear topic sentence, supporting evidence, and a transition to the next idea. Without that, you just end up with a rambling mess. Does
What
that
are
click?
common mistakes people make in writing?
Oh, where to begin? So many. I think one of the biggest is using jargon or overly complex language when simpler words will do. Also, passive voice can make writing vague and confusing. Rambling sentences, unclear pronouns, those are killers too. And of course, not proofreading. Typos and grammatical errors instantly undermine your credibility. But honestly, I think the biggest mistake is not knowing your audience. Writing for a general audience is different than writing for experts in a field. What mistakes do you find yourself making most often?
Why is having a clear purpose important?
Hmm. Because without a purpose, your writing just drifts, you know? It's like going on a road trip without a destination. You might see some interesting sights, but you won't actually get anywhere. A clear purpose gives your writing focus and direction. It helps you decide what to include, what to leave out, and how to organize your thoughts. It also helps your reader understand what you're trying to achieve. They know your purpose, they're more likely to engage with your ideas. Does that land?
How can someone avoid unnecessary words?
That's a great skill to hone. Honestly, ruthless editing. Read everything you write and ask yourself, can I say this in fewer words? Look for phrases like in order to. Usually just two works. Cut out redundant adjectives and adverbs. And be wary of filler words like very, really, and actually. Sometimes just deleting a whole sentence makes things clear. It's hard to kill your darlings, but it's necessary. Do you have any go to phrases you find yourself overusing?
Yes, I always and usually start my answer with the word no. Okay, anyway, why is clarity more important than complex vocabulary?
Because clarity builds trust, and complex vocabulary often doesn't. Seriously. People are more likely to believe and understand someone who communicates directly and simply. Showing off your vocabulary can come across as pretentious or confusing. It can actually obscure your meaning instead of enhancing it. The goal is to connect with your reader, not impress them with how many big words you know. Simple and clear is almost always more effective. What are your thoughts?
How
Hmm?
can someone practice writing every day?
Gotcha. They're asking for practical ways to get that daily writing practice in. Okay, good question. It doesn't have to be massive. Even 15 to 20 minutes is helpful. Journaling is good starting point. Or try writing short summaries of articles you read. You could also write emails to friends and family, focusing on being clear and concise. Some people even set a daily word count goal. The key is to make it a habit, something you do consistently. What feels most manageable for you?
Why is feedback important for becoming a better writer?
Whoa, that came through a little garbled. You mean writing better? Right. And you're asking about feedback? Yeah, it's crucial. We all have blind spots in our writing. We get so used to our own voice and style that we miss things. Feedback from others, especially people who aren't afraid to be honest, can help you identify those weaknesses and areas for improvement. It can also give you insights into how your writing is being received by your audience. It can sting a little, but it's worth it. Do you usually seek out feedback on your writing?
What are the benefits of journaling for writing improvement?
Lots. Journaling is like a low stakes writing gym. It lets you practice getting your thoughts onto the page without the pressure of perfection. It helps you develop your voice, experiment with different styles, and explore ideas. It's also a great way to overcome writer's block. Just free writing can loosen things up. Plus, reviewing old journal entries can give you insights into your own thinking and patterns. It's a really good way to build fluency. Do you journal already?
How can writing outlines how can writing outlines help create clearer content?
Okay, you asked about outlines again. That's good. It shows you're thinking about it. Outlines act as a blueprint for your writing. They force you to think through the logical structure of your ideas before you start writing. When you have an outline, you know what you're going to say in each paragraph and how it relates to the overall argument. This prevents rambling, ensures a smooth flow of ideas, and makes your writing easier to follow. It's like having a roadmap. You know where you're going and how to get there. Does that make sense, or do you want me to break it down further?
What role does tone play in communication?
A massive role. Tone is basically your attitude shining through your writing. It's how you sound, even though the reader can't hear you. Tone can build trust, create rapport, or, if it's off, damage your credibility and alienate your audience. Formal tone for serious subjects, conversational for casual ones. Sarcasm is risky, unless you know your audience well. It's about matching your tone to your purpose and audience. Are there times you've noticed tone making a big difference in how a message is received?
Thank you, Maya, for your helpful insights, and everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next session.